you don't like rodents, stay away from New York City. From what I can see, they're everywhere. They're very bold, they're very smart. The subways are full of them. You can see them on the tracks. They live in the tunnels. It's a serious problem. It's very disconcerting. At nighttime when there's less traffic, you can see them running around across the sidewalks, coming out of yards. They know when the trash is going to be picked up. It's uncomfortable to see that many rats running around, and maybe those diseases that they might have. One of the biggest problems that I see is the cleanliness of the city. You walk the streets and there's just nothing but massive amounts of dirt and filth. The debris, the food, the pizza crust, the pizza boxes, the napkins, bottles, the containers. And it just creates the environment that the rats can come out into the street and have a smorgasbord. I had a personal incident where in the yard that we have, sometimes I sit out there and try to relax, and the rats, they come into the yard and they're looking and they're climbing, on things and walking along the fence. And then if I move or make a motion, they look and they scurry away. They're not particularly interested in engaging on a personal relationship with any one individual. We have a tree near the property that we lease. The tree is beautiful, but it's sort of blacked off with wood around it, and it's open. And like I said earlier, it's just people just throw food and containers in that spot. So I made a sign. It said, "Stop feeding the rats." It was quite interesting because you saw the neighbors walking by and stopping and looking at the sign and questioning, but the key word was rats. When they would ask, what's this all about? And I'd say, people are just creating an environment where the rats come at night and feed off this debris. Lo and behold, the sign lasted, I would say maybe 10 days the most. Got a lot of reaction from it. But someone pulled the sign out and threw it away. It seems like it's being addressed. They hired the rat czar. They've instituted the receptacles for the food waste. So they required all the landlords to buy special containers and they sweep the street. I think they're thinking about some sort of a way to stop the population of rats from reproducing, maybe rat birth control. But there are so many. I mean, you're talking about hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of rats in the underground of New York City. The impact, we'll see. There seems to be, an indifference to that type of effort. The central issue is for the individual residents and population of the city to take some responsibility and to not use the streets as the garbage can. Will we ever get rid of the rat population? No, maybe we don't want to, but we most certainly don't want them to living in our environment as neighbors. I don't need a rat as a neighbor.